In almost all aspects, the city of Tangier is one of the finest of Morocco. It boasts a really rich history as well as a very strong culture, and that is why it is vital for us to have a look at it. Now let's get right into it. Tangier is located on the Maghreb coast at the western entrance to the Strait of Gibraltar, and it is very close to Cape Spartel, where the Mediterranean Sea meets the Atlantic Ocean, which we will look into later. Tangier was founded in the early 5th century by the Carthaginians, who colonized the region and were most probably the first ones to settle in that region, and that makes Tangier the 8th oldest continuously inhabited city of northern Africa. I visited 3 of the city's most prominent tourist destinations, namely the Caves of Hercules, Cape Spartel, and the tomb of Ibn Battuta. It has to be mentioned that there are many more attractions, but these 3 stand out very boldly. The Caves of Hercules are located only 14 kilometers away from Tangier, and when one enters these caves, one has this awe-inspiring feeling because of the realization that many Romans and Greeks believed that Hercules himself slept in these same caves before performing one of the 12 labors that he was given. We don't exactly know which one though. The sea opening is known as the map of Africa, and if you look closely, it does look like the map of Africa. And this is because of the Phoenicians, the people who inhabited this area first at the time of Greeks, carved it because on this way on purpose. The caves were also closed from the years of 2013 to 2015 because of some major renovation work by King Muhammad VI.
We are now at the Caves of Hercules. It is called that because Hercules came here a long time ago, where he came here to sleep, like a rest, and before he could perform the 12 labors. And he came here so he could take a nice rest. He came from the ocean side. There's 2 entrances to this caves, this series of caves. There's one entrance from you can walk there to get there, and there's one entrance from the sea, from the ocean, from the Atlantic and the Mediterranean Ocean. So what's his name? Hercules took the route from there, and he went here, and then he rested here before 12 labors that he had been given. It's a very good tourist attraction. It's only 14 kilometers away. It's west of the city of Tangier, and so it's very easy to get here. And it helps to boost Tangier's tourism industry very much because of the economy, and it helps it a lot. And Pericles is a famous guy, so it helps it a lot. So it's just believed.
Cape Spartel is just a great destination if you love to enjoy nature, specifically the ocean, and take a few photos while you're at it.
Okay, now welcome to Cape Spartel. This is it's like a viewing point for the Mediterranean Sea, which apparently is right there, and the Atlantic Ocean, which is right there. It's not, and that rock right there is what's the separator between the two. And it's not official. It's just like a reference point that is used for just geography and to help Moroccan citizens know what exactly is where. Spain is like there's an island right there. It's hard to see, but yes. So it's just like a nice viewing point. It's very nice weather. You can go down there and yeah.
It is undoubtedly because of Ibn Battuta, Tangier has such a high historical significance. This Moroccan traveler is known as the greatest traveler of medieval times, and comfortably enjoys tight competition with Vasco da Gama, Ferdinand Magellan, and even Christopher Columbus when it comes to great travelers and explorers. Ibn Battuta's first travel experience was a pilgrimage to Mecca, and he narrated the beginning of the journey in a sort of manner like this. I left Tangier, my birthplace, on Thursday, 2nd Rajab 725 Hijrah, with the intention of going on pilgrimage to Mecca. I was alone, without companions, not in a caravan, but I was steered by a powerful urge to reach my goal. I left my friends and my home, just as a bird leaves its parental nest. My father and mother were still alive, and with great pain I parted with them. For me, as for them, it was a cause of insufferable illness. I was then only 22. On the way, he visited many countries and significant places, notably in North Africa, and once Ibn Battuta reached his destination, he embarked on many other destinations. All in all, Ibn Battuta's travels benefited the world by learning more and more about nature and humans and how these humans lived and how they interacted with nature. All this helped to unite humans and spread major ideas. Tangier, being his home city, hosts his tomb, and if you look at it properly, you will realize it's very simple for a man who's achieved so much. The key to the tomb is guarded by this inspirational man who can't see but can enlighten the world with his words. He even recited a few verses from the Quran.
تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون.
Tangier is a very beautiful city with a very unique population and history, and it is going through a rapid construction as the city modernizes more and more. You have to remember that the Medina or old city of Tangier is where the real history of Tangier lies. Outside of it is an abundance of attraction, as any port city does have. One interesting thing that struck me is the amount of drug users one can find around Tangier, in the old city and outside of it. But when you look at the fact that 80% of cannabis resin or hashish consumed in Europe comes from the Rif region in Morocco, it doesn't seem that surprising. Many European and American foreigners come to Tangier just to get some hashish at pretty low prices. But don't get turned off by this, as you will not really get affected. These people are generally friendly and want nothing but peace. As I said earlier, there are many more destinations to visit in Tangier, and these include the Dar el Makhzen Palace, the American Legation, Cape Malabata, the Caspian Museum, Park Pericles, Plaza de Torres, and countless others. As an ending note, Morocco would be incomplete without the city of Tangier, as it has played a vital role in its history. It is also where Spanish colonization's legacies are most prevalent. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.